I want to take you on a journey of two friends who were using their profession to help those who were devastated. One was a nurse and the other was a therapist. I met Sandy Orchard almost 20 years ago, and she and I were traveling around helping those who would come out of crisis. We found ourselves in a West African country working with those who were totally devastated, those with complex trauma. And after a 2-week trip, we felt like we had done a great job. Those we were working with had resolved the trauma and worked through, and we returned home. And as we were back on the path, on our journey, something happened and everything changed. I had contracted malaria while we were in Africa, and I found myself very sick. Soon I realized that I needed medical intervention, and I was taken to the hospital. On September 17th, 2005, I was admitted into the intensive care unit. And as I was fading in and out of consciousness, after 2 blood transfusions, everything changed. And it was at that time the doctor had come in and said that I wouldn't make it, that he couldn't save me, that it was too late. And I saw him. I had a radical encounter on my journey with my Savior. And I was face to face with Jesus. I'll never forget the day. And I'll never forget his eyes. His eyes were so beautiful. And they lure you in. And they were like a bottomless ocean or an endless sea. And as I saw a glimpse of my life, there in his presence, I saw not only past, but the present and the future. And he said this to me. He said, "Laura, you haven't finished the work that you've been called to do." And it was at this time something rose up inside of me that there had to be more than just the American dream. That I was on a journey, but that journey that was set before me was the journey that he had destined for my life. And I felt like he was inviting me into being healed. And through healing, I would return and I would go and tell the church that he's so real and that we can't get wrapped up or absorbed into the American dream, that there's so much more, that our lives have a purpose. And as we're on this journey, supernatural things can happen. And then I also felt like he was inviting us to go to the devastated, those who were devastated and didn't know him, to go to them and tell them that there is hope and that he is aware and that there can be healing and salvation and they can be set free from the trauma from the past. And so it was this encounter in this time in my journey that my life was radically changed with a face-to-face encounter with the Savior. And this face-to-face encounter with the Savior is what formed No Boundaries International. So I want to encourage all of us to get in the game, to get positioned on the teams that we are called to and called for in this journey. Because we can all make a difference. We can make an eternal difference. We can be part of a team that will change things for eternity. We can be world changers. And I want to invite anyone who feels they are called as part of No Boundaries to press in for the fullness of what God has in our future. I am so grateful. I'm thankful that I've been allowed to see a bigger plan and a purpose for my life. I'm grateful for the relationships that I've established for those that I've served with, the family and the community and the connections that we've established with one another. I'm so grateful for all of those lives that I've been intersected into, those who are devastated, those who are hurting, the eyes of the broken and the hopeless, and we've been able to bring hope, and those who have mentored me in their heartache and in their pain, and where Jesus has always showed up, and we've been able to bring healing and restoration. And I'm so thankful for all of those who have served with us, those who have been restored, and those who have struggled in the past, but not to be overcome by being eliminated from the plans and the purposes that God has had for them. But those who have healed and been restored through their destiny and thrust into training and then deployed into the lives in the areas that are so devastated. And so I want to just thank everyone for everything that we've done over this last 10 years, those that we've worked with, those that we've been deployed with, those that we've loved and served, those who have given generously, whether it be monetary goods or products, those who have prayed. And I look forward to the next 10 years for things to come.